share a very important information that one of the purpose of writing or one of the purpose of having a CV or a resume is for you to actually get to an interview stage. But before you could even get to an interview stage, obviously you definitely see the job. You see a job advert or a job vacancy, and the next thing you do is you tend to go through the job description and see if you are qualified for the job. And the next thing you do is you submit your CVs to probably, you may submit it online or you submit it via email. And the next thing, your CV gets shortlisted. Now, not all CVs that are shortlisted are actually invited for an interview. After a CV is shortlisted, now, shortlisted candidates are interviewed, or sometimes a CV might be shortlisted but haven't gone through it thoroughly, maybe probably using applicant tracking system, which popularly known as the ATS, to probably screen a particular candidate's resume and he or she doesn't really meet up to the expected tags, then such candidate might not be screened, might not be shortlisted. Or once a CV is shortlisted, automatically they call you in for the interview. So you could have a first interview, a second interview. But the most important thing is that one of the purpose of having a CV is for you to get to an interview stage. Now, the section part that talks about how how your CV should be structured is very important. Now, I've come across so many job seekers or so many fresh graduates, or let's just say graduates in general, who commit a lot of blunders, lots of mistakes as regards how they structure their CV. Some persons probably start with experience, another person might start with interest, some people start with their personal details, you know, all mixed up like that. And you need to understand that your CV is a marketing tool. It tells the recruiter or it tells an HR manager the kind of person you are and how you are likely to look like. So I don't really need to see you before I can know, oh, this person is an ideal candidate. So no matter how good you are, you must be able to market yourself effectively by crafting or drafting a very good CV or a resume. So under the next audio, I'll be sending or probably giving a breakdown of each of each of the seven structures. So I'll probably give a little summary on each of the structures and tell you those relevant and significant aspects you need to follow. Now, if you check out the picture or one of the images that talks about the components of a CV, it's also the same components which should contain in your resume. Now, let me just quickly give you guys the differences between a CV and a resume. Now, a CV is a well-detailed document, and a resume is a short and precise document. Now, most times, fresh graduates are advised to probably focus more on having a resume, and sometimes they are not. So along the line, as the class move on, I will tell you guys why you need to have a well-detailed resume as at this stage, and sometimes why you don't need to have it. So in the next voice note, I'll be explaining the first component of a CV, which talks about the personal data. This aspect is very, very important, and I would like everyone in this class to please pay attention. It's very, very important. Some HR managers are so mean, some recruiters are so mean that no matter how good you are, there must always be a fault. They will always want to look for a fault on your resume. So this part is very crucial and you must listen attentively.